Alright, now we're going to take you through some customization options within Avatalker Stage 2. Now we showed you how to customize Stage 1 with larger buttons and importing your own photo and labeling it yourself. But in Stage 2, I'm going to show you how you could put them within any category you want or even create a custom category. So let's start with that. I'm going to hold to unlock on the bottom left of the toolbar, enter my passcode, hit submit. Now I'm going to do create button in the lower right portion of the toolbar, and I'm going to create edit item. No, scratch that. I'm going to create edit category. I want to show you how you can create your own category. And what I'm going to do is call the new category My Family. As you can see, I'm typing a label here at the top. I'm going to choose a photo, and I have a nice photo here of some family members. Select yes, just as we did in Stage 1 when we created that button. I'm pinching to zoom to get it to the size that I want, release, and it snaps to the upper left corner of the screen. So you're just going to take your crop square, center it where you want it, select done, and as you can see, it's nicely cropped. So I've just created a button. I'm going to select save, confirm category creation. Are you sure you want to create the category My Family? And I'll select yes. Now what I'm going to do is show you the new category that we created. It's right here. Now when I select it, there are no items in this category. We're going to create an item and we're going to place it in that category, and we're going to do that right now. So the settings are still unlocked down here, as you can see. So I'm going to select the button, create button, and we're going to create edit item, and we're going to scroll through the category selector here, and we're going to find My Family. There it is. I'm going to choose a photo, and I'm going to choose a family member. Select photo, yes. Pinch to zoom, get it the size you want. It's going to default to the upper left corner. Take your crop square, center it the way you want it, select done, you're cropped. Alright, now we're going to label this. We're going to call it Grandpa. Now what I'd like to do is show you these features up here. These are parts of speech indicators. You got noun, you got verb, adjective, and adverb. Well, Grandpa's a noun, so we're going to select noun. And as you can see here, there's an overlay that allows you to input your own noun morphologies. It's very important. This is going to help the grammar logic within the software recognize your noun and treat it appropriately as you go to build a phrase. So let's enter in Grandpa. We're going to do plural grandpas. And we're going to do singular possessive grandpas. And we're going to do plural possessive grandpas. Select off this anywhere off on the other side part of the screen, and it dismisses it. Hit save. Confirm item creation. Are you sure you want to create the item Grandpa in the category My Family? I'm going to select yes, hit cancel, and I'm going to re-enter Stage 2. Go into My Family, and as you can see, the new item Grandpa is within the category. I'm going to select it, and I'm going to show you all those noun morphologies that you entered in that overlay before appear here so you can use it. My grandpa's backyard, for instance. Here, my grandpa's
backyard.
Alright. That's how you create a category and create an item to go within a category. Now what I'd like to do is create a verb and show you how to conjugate a custom verb. So let's say your child has an interest in skydiving. It's up to you whether or not you allow them to skydive, but let's say they have an interest in it and they would like a button created for it. Right now we don't have a button for skydive within the play category, but let's create one. Create button, and we are going to create edit item, and we're going to select the play category, and we're going to insert a verb within the play category. So we're going to label it skydive. We're going to choose a photo. Select photo, yes. And we got this really nice photo of a couple of skydivers. And we're going to indicate it as a verb. As you see up here, I selected the verb, and now it's asking you to please conjugate your verb. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Type in skydive. Skydives. Skydiving. Skydived. And future tense will skydive. Select off to dismiss. Hit save. Are you sure you want to create the item skydive in the category play? And I'm going to select yes. I'm going to hit cancel. We're going to go into the play category. We're going to jump forward to the S's, and we are going to find our custom verb skydive. And now you can see the verb conjugate forms are offered here in the drop-down menu. Simple as that.
Skydives.
All right. Okay, now what I'd like to show you is how to insert a custom item within existing subcategory. As I've already shown you, you could create your own category, like this My Family here, and you can insert an item within that custom category. But let's choose the category animals, and let's go into select bird, which is a subcategory. And let's say you like the bird penguin, but you don't have penguin within the subcategory, but you'd like it to be there. If you see to the very left, there's a square here with a plus sign on it. Go ahead and touch that, and it's going to take you into create sub-item button menu screen. I happen to know that there's a symbol already illustrated for penguins, so I'm going to choose symbol, and we're going to find the penguin in here. And here he is. Select symbol, yes, and I'm going to name it penguin. I'm going to indicate its part of speech as a noun right here. See where I'm touching? Select noun, and now you're going to enter your noun morphologies. So I'm going to type in penguin, penguins for plural, penguin singular possessive, penguins plural possessive. Select off that pop-up to dismiss it, and going to hit save. Confirm sub-item creation. I'm going to select yes. Now if I hit cancel, it's going to take me back to stage 2. We're going to enter the animals category. Select bird. Now we're going to find penguin within the subcategory. It's right here. Penguin, and all of the noun morphologies that we entered are available for selection.
Bird penguins.
Alright, now what I'd like to do is show you a very handy feature within Avatalker AAC Stage 2. Now let's say that your child just created a phrase such as this one.
My father is happy.
And let's say that you want to save that into favorite phrases. There's a very simple way of doing this without having to create the button first and then type it all out again. As long as the phrase already exists, you should be able to save it. So there's a very easy way of doing this. let's hold to unlock the settings at the bottom left. Enter your passcode. Now that it's unlocked, if you hit the speak button again, now watch my thumbs over here. I'm going to hit the speak button and then watch what happens to the speak button.
My father is happy.
It turns into a save button, just temporarily. But if you touch it,
My father is happy.
and then touch it again while it's still red, it'll take you to the Create Phrase button menu, and you can polish up the phrase by adding your own photo. So let's choose a photo. Select photo, yes. Pinch to zoom, make it the size you want. Position your crop square. Select done. Hit save, yes. Hit cancel. Now if you go under favorite phrases, you could jump forward to the M's and see the phrase right here, my father is happy.
My father is happy.
Now the thing to do would be to lock your settings, and so now when you hit speak it won't change the save anymore.
My father is happy.
And make sure that you do lock your settings so that your child isn't accidentally saving a lot of phrases in the favorite phrases category, you know, that you don't intend for them to save. Alright, now we're going to do a tour of Avatalker AAC's settings panels. Hold to unlock. Enter your passcode. Hit settings. Now what you see here is our tutor settings menu. This is for caretakers to customize Avatalker as they see fit for their child's needs. This top button here, Learning Level, allows you to select Stage 1 or Stage 2. Now, when I started this video, we were already in Stage 2, so I'm going to show you how this works. Select Stage 1, select Done in the lower right. Now, if you want to see that you've jumped into Stage 1, you can hit this Cancel button at the bottom left, and it'll take you into Stage 1. Alright, so I'm going to go back into settings. Button size and spacing right here. Now I've shown you how you can change button sizes within Stage 1. But let's change them in Stage 2. We were just in Stage 2 earlier where we had 10 buttons per screen. Let's do 3 buttons per screen for the sake of demonstration, and we're going to go into Stage 2 here, and now we have 3 category buttons per screen. Alright, go back into settings. I'm going to restore that to where it was because I like the 10 button configuration. Alright, voice options. Now we've had some additions here since the last version of Avatalker. As you can see here, we still have the male and female voice selection options. What we have here are speed and pitch adjustments for each of those 2 voices. So I'm going to show you how those work. So the male voice,
here's what I want to say.
that's the default. Now you can raise the pitch for a slightly higher voice.
Here's what I want to say.
Or you could have a lower pitch for a lower voice.
Here's what I want to say.
You can change the speed.
Here's what I want to say.
Or you can slow down the speech.
Here's what I want to say.
Now let's try the female voice.
Here's what I want to say.
Speed it up.
Here's what I want to say.
Or raise the pitch for a more childlike voice.
Here's what I want to say. Here's what I want to say.
Put it back to default.
Here's what I want to say.
Alright, now we have down in this area some in-app purchase options for additional voices. Now if you'd like to sample them, all you have to do is select Test.
Here's what I want to say.
That's James. Now we'll try Bridget. Test.
Here's what I want to say.
She's British, we like her. This is Kate. Test.
Here's what I want to say.
If you wish to purchase either of these in-app additional voices, all you have to do is hit the buy key and you will be prompted to enter your passcode in your iTunes account, and you will be able to unlock these voices. Alright, now down here you have two selection keys: speak each selection or speak with speak button only. Speak each selection allows you to have every single button spoken as you select them. Now that already applies in stage 1. Any button you touch automatically is spoken. But in stage 2, it's your choice whether you want each word spoken as you're selecting words within your phrase building process, or only spoken when you want it to by speaking, by choosing the speak button. But I'm going to demonstrate how this works. We're going to hit done, we're going to hit cancel, and we're going to go into stage 2. Now you're going to see, choose people.
Father.
Automatically speaks the word father.
Father. My big father.
Alright. That could be a little distracting for some, so you don't have to use that feature, but it may be handy for some people. So that's in voice options. Now here we have manage categories. This is a very versatile panel right here. Basically, manage categories allows you to do two things. It allows you to hide a category, it allows you to delete a custom category, and it allows you to reorder categories, rearrange categories within the stage 2. So let's just do this. I'm going to start by selecting each of these categories. You see that little check mark? Each check mark means that that category is going to be hidden. I am going to leave just one category so that you can see how this works. I'm going to hit cancel. We'll go into stage 2. You see there were 16 categories before, now only the animals category appears. So that's how that works. We're going to go back into manage categories, and I'm going to turn all of these back on so you can see. It's very simple. Hit done, cancel, and all the categories have returned for use. Go back into settings, manage categories. Now, remember we created this My Family category. Let's say you want to put that closer to the people category. All you have to do is select edit in the upper right of the panel there, and see this little grill icon on the right side. If you touch on one of those grill icons, you can drag and drop any category and place it where you like. I like it to come right after the people category, so I'm going to place it right there. I'm going to hit done, and I'm going to show you where it's positioned now within stage 2. I'm going to hit cancel, and you can see My Family now appears right next to the people category where I wanted it. So I'm going to go back into settings, manage categories. Now, as I mentioned, you can delete a custom category by selecting edit. You see there's only one custom category here, My Family. You can't delete any default existing categories that come with the software. You can only hide them, but you can delete My Family if you want to. So I'm going to show you how that works. I'm going to hit delete, yes, select done, select cancel, and remember it was right next to people. It's gone now, and it's gone forever. So if you delete a custom category, make sure you don't want it anymore. So I'm going to go back into settings, manage items. Alright, now manage items allows you to hide items just like we were able to hide categories in the previous panel. You could hide items, you could delete custom items, and that's what this panel lets you to do. You won't be able to reorder items, like manipulate the position, because items within a category are ordered by alphabetical or by most frequently used, as we discussed before. But let me just show you. You can go into any category, like here. I'm going to go into the eat category, and these are all of the items within eat. Just like with Manage Categories panel, if you select the Edit key, you can delete a custom item, but I don't have any custom items within eat, so there's nothing I can do with this one. But you can hide any item you want within the category by checking it. So if I were to go back into the eat category, these first several words would not appear in the category. So that's how this works. Alright, now manage subcategories. Works very much the same way. All of these subcategories come default with the software. So if you wanted to delete a subcategory, it has to be one that you've created. I don't have any created in here right now. Oh no, I'm sorry, I do. Toy. Toy is within the thing subcategory. So you can delete this one because it's a custom one. Otherwise, you can just hide them. You know, hide items within a subcategory. So that's how that works. Menu display sequence. Now this is related to a feature that I discussed before. When you go into a category, you can take advantage of the fact that most frequently used items are displayed first in the order, or you can shut that feature off and just have it always default to just alphabetical. But we decided that we really like having most frequently used words appear first in the category, so we always keep it on this. But if you find that feature is confusing your child, you can just have them ordered alphabetically, and that's it. Alright, so that's that. Text line length, it's very simple. You could have anything appearing within the sentence field within stage 1 or stage 2 just is on a single line only. It doesn't rewrap. If it's on a single line only and it's too long for the sentence field, it'll just scroll off to the right. But I think it's very handy to have it wrap to a second line, so I just leave it at that setting. It's up to you. Drop-down menus. Let's say that your child is graduated from stage 1. They're beyond simple wants and needs, but they're ready to start building phrases, but they're not ready for full grammar. And so you don't need all these grammar tools like verb conjugation, helping verbs, noun morphology, noun syntax. Let's just hide all of these drop-down menus. I'm going to select done, and I'm going to show you what happens. So now when you go into a category and you select any item, like here, this is a noun, glass. Normally you'd have a drop-down menu come down here and give you noun morphology options. Or if you were to select a verb, it would give you verb conjugation options. All of those are gone now. So let's select a verb, for instance, like the verb have within the play category. Again, it just gives you the core word and doesn't let you conjugate it because we shut that feature off. We'll go back into settings, and we're going to turn all the drop-down menus back on, just so you can see. Hit cancel, go back into play, have, and as you see, verb conjugation is functioning again. So very handy to be able to do in the customization. Some children may not be ready for grammar tools, and that's fine. You can turn those off until they're ready for them. Alright, now this last item within the tutor settings menu, submit feedback. Let's say you have a favorite feature you would like to see incorporated within Avatalker. Tell us about it. You could type it right in here, and when you're done, you can tell us whether it's a suggestion, a defect, or it's something else entirely. Type in your message, hit submit, and it sends an email to the Avatalker development team for possible incorporation into a future version. So, and if you like, we can reply to your message if you ask us to. All right. So that's the settings panel and how everything works. We hope that this has been helpful for you, and if you have any questions, you can visit Avatalker AAC.com, and you can go into the support page, and you can make requests if you have any other questions. Thanks a lot.